Joyful day, beautiful beings, and joy for all things, beautiful hearts. We are here at another episode of Beyond the Story Hearts Talk podcast. Yes, and we are doing something unique this time around. This isn't just about talking. We are meeting with everyday heroes and sheroes, and they are telling us the Underground Railroad, the exclusive real things of how they got out of their way. And one of the things that they did was join the free 3 day before the journey crash course. Yes. And so our guest today is someone so dear to my heart, and this is episode number 2. And our guest today is Jessica Hardman. She's going to tell you all about her lovely self when she comes on. And just yeah. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for thinking it not robbery to be here with us as we beat with intentions. And so in the world full of AI, in the world full of artificial this and artificial that, we want to keep it so humanly real that is real. You see the fan? See the fan going in my background because it's real. So Um, da 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 da. So let me see. Again, we are learning because that's what we do in real life. We learn and we play. So we are setting our screen so when our guest comes on, we can pull her up to the stage. So if you are new here and you have not heard about the free thing, the free gift, right? It's a gift from me to you, from my heart to yours, from my intentions, from my understanding that sometimes we can get in our own way. Yes. And so it is of just a free moment in time, a free moment in space that you grab and you hold it and you decide that you're going to be the intentional creator of what comes from that moment and that opportunity. And it's literally it's a 3 day thing. I call it a 3 day thing, but literally you could do it all in 30 minutes if you wanted to fast track it and not just, take the time and, chunk at it bite sized pieces. And you can, and they're just really questions to get you to think, getting you to think. Because Martin Luther King has a quote that says, "It pains us to think deeply." And the world really has us on a surface level of just expectations and stuff that really does not deeply move us to our root, to our core, and where we can really have a longevity of change. Not just change that is just microwave, it's just right there in the moment, but change that lasts a lifetime, change that will naturally, holistically disrupt what we have considered as generational traumas and things that we have experienced. So we are just waiting on our guests to come in and to tune in. And yes, so so this beyond before the journey, it is to help you just think about some stuff before you get ready to embark on whatever it is that you're doing, right? I'm not here to tell you anything. I'm here to remind you. I am here to remind you of some things that we forget in everyday life, in the hustle and bustle and trying to get to the next point that we're trying to make it. And sometimes we forget that if we process before we respond, if we play and prepare, right, that it will give us a different outcome. And so this is what the before the journey 3-day crash course is all about. It is just to slow you down around the curves of your greatness. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And so it is absolutely a gift that means so much more because it's not just about your money. I've realized my space, one of my spaces here on this planet, and that is to be a soul provider. And so I'm a soul provider, not just a content creator. I care about your soul prospering in addition to your lifestyle and your business. I'm not here to entertain, so I will not be everyone's cup of tea. Everyone won't be able to drink from me, and I understand that. I am an exquisite taste, right? You have to be at a real luxury accountability in your inner experience with yourself to where you understand that you just pointing the finger and saying what other people did. This is a high level luxury accountability where you understand that you are capable of I don't know what happened to my microphone. About who you are in life isn't just about the money in your bank account. It is about what flows from your heart, who you naturally, authentically was created to be, and not just who money made you. Because Diamonds showed us in Players, is that Players Cup? Yeah, don't let the money make you, right? Because it will. Don't let the money make you. And I think that's what Scripture meant when it says that that money is the root of all evil, because we lose ourselves when we get a little money, honey. You'll lose yourself when you get a little money, and you'll forget your purpose. You'll forget what it is that you are supposed to be doing with the money. You'll forget that there is so much more. One second. So our real life Shiro could be, she's a mother, and I know she was coming off a case, and let's give her a text because she's calling the phone, but we are using the phone that we are on. And let's see. Maybe she needs the link again. I'm not sure what's happening. So yeah, I definitely want y'all to see the behind the scenes stuff, because we'll sit down, watch movies, and we forget that there are bloopers behind the scene. I don't want to cover up the bloopers. I don't want to cover up how I put myself back together again. I don't want to cover up the things. And so the Beyond the Story Hearts Talk podcast is no longer here to eliminate and make the filters so crystal clear that you forget. Because when you start believing and thinking that life is this false narrative of Real Housewives of Atlanta and all these reality shows that are not really reality shows, you then project those things on you, and you put these expectations on yourself to live a certain way, to think a certain way, with narratives that are not true and real. Yeah, you'll do that. And I don't want you to do that. I don't desire that you do that. I don't want to do that anymore. I've done that. I did that, and I'm no longer interested in living my life that way ever again. And this is why I don't wear any lenses in my glasses, because I don't want to believe anyone else's narrative about my life and who I am no more. And so I ain't gonna do it. 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 So I figured it out. So apparently, we have to do that again. Thank you, everyone, for your patience. Let's invite the guest. Copy the link. We figured it out. Yeah, so I did not. Yeah, it's a real thing. I sent the information and forgot to copy the link to our guests. And so there you have it. And so don't miss the moment, right? Because the moment that you're waiting on is actually waiting on you. It's waiting on you to decide, to make your mind up, to make your heart up on who is it that you want to be. And so you have to decide that. And the thing is that you decide that several times a day. Hold on, I think our guest is here. Oh, our guest is here. Yes. So I told him it was my situation because I did not send the link to our guest. Wait a minute, where did she go? Okay, there she is. We are adding Miss Jessica to the stage, beautiful people. And there she is. Joyful day, Jessica.
Joyful day, Sierra. How are you?
How art how art thou?
I am exceptional. I am joyful.
Well, fine, wonderful, thank you. So I've been bragging about you the whole time we've been here, and so it is cool because the new thing that we're doing with the relaunch of Beyond the Story podcast is that we're interviewing or we're connecting with everyday heroes and sheroes, right? And so I have told them that in the world full of AI, where all things are artificially put together, where filters are on fleek, that they miss the real oopsies in life that they need to experience inside of their journey. And so I was telling them that I sent you the information and did not copy the link.
It happens.
So
But the
it's
message
the real
said,
life
wait,
stuff, people.
wait a second or wait a few seconds and then click the link. So I was like, is it a delayed link? Like,
Yeah, right.
like
See, and
wait.
so again, that is you'll mess around and miss the beauty about life, trying to make it all perfect. I am not here to make life look perfect. That is truly God's job. I'm
Absolutely.
just here to experience it. So, without further ado, we are going to get started, right? And so, question number one is tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, and what drives the work you do.
Oh, okay. Well, I am Jessica. I believe that I am a very optimistic, joyful person. I'm a person of great compassion and an abundance of love to spread, share, and give to others in general, but especially those in need that are suffering, that are going through hardships, that are ill. I love to be outdoors. I love nature. I love for my feet to touch the soil. I love to be near the water, under the trees, hug the trees. I love my children. I love the work that I do that I'll share with you shortly. I love to cycle. I love to move my body. I love to challenge my body. I just love to study and understand life in its complexity. When I say life in its complexity, just our existence, how we function, the depth, and all that other stuff. I'm just wowed by that. So,
I
um,
know, isn't it a beautiful thing?
yeah, and so what I do is I actually have a business where myself and my team provide in-home private care to clients who are chronically ill, terminally ill, and who are senior citizens that at a place in life where they can no longer sustain their activities of daily living alone. Um, so outside of that, one of the things again, when I said love, we aspire to bring in love, joy, creativity, peace, understanding and eyes to see our clients not just as a person with an illness or age, but find out who they were prior to said diagnosis or aging, and find out how we can give them the best quality of life while we're in the home providing the care.
Yes,
Oh,
yes. And oh,
oh, and, I
yeah,
goes, and I'm a deaf doula as well. Okay.
deaf doula as well. See, I told y'all she was magical. I told y'all she was amazing. And she was definitely one of the everyday sheroes on this planet trying to make the world a
Thank
better place.
you.
Okay, so um, did anything surprise you about the experience? And no, 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 no. So, did you hesitate when being asked to take the before the journey crash course?
No, I didn't hesitate. I didn't hesitate for a number of reasons. I've had the opportunity to know you for a long time, and I've seen your growth and expansion and how you created and recreated your platform and have gotten more clarity in your purpose, and you've pivoted where you needed to show up the way that you do. So no, I'm excited to be a part of it, and I'm excited to see what we can unlock within me that I may be, hesitant or stuck in. So
Yeah, oh, that's so great. Okay, so any unexpected things that you learned about yourself when embarking on the 3 day journey?
um I think the biggest thing, I think it resonated so well with me. So I don't feel like there was anything that per se made me feel like. Say, ask the question again. I'm sorry.
Anything that surprised you? Any unexpected takeaways that you found out that you were able to like find during the experience?
Okay. Not so much takeaways because again, like I've known you for a while. I know what you stand for. I know how you show up and present, and so they were all great things, all things that resonate with me. I think towards the end when it kind of asked me, I don't remember the question verbatim, but it was kind of asking like, where do I need help, or what do I need, where could I be stuck, or where could you help me?
Mm-hmm.
What came for me was just in watching your videos how free you are in speaking your truth, no hesitation. And so for me, there are moments where I desire to get on the camera and talk about what I do, the space that I work in, the gifts that God
Mm-hmm.
has blessed me with, and then like something just shuts down, and so it's just like, what is that? So
Yeah.
I think the takeaway was just for me, like just how freely you speak and how confident you are when you speak and how carefree, like you say what you need
Oh,
to say and
thank you.
show up for it. So I definitely took that away.
Okay, so did the course help you possibly help you add a way to change the way you approach challenges or opportunities that happen in life?
I think just no matter what's going on in life, always be joyful for certain and for sure, because whether we choose to be joyful or whether we choose to be stressed, whatever we are facing, whatever challenge, whatever obstacle, we still have to face it. So
Yeah.
why face it in stress, in doom and gloom, in a negative mindset when you can face it with joy? Because I feel like I've been on this earth for 44 years. If God has gotten me through this far, by sure He'll get me through any other obstacles or hurdles that may lie ahead of me. So in all
Yeah.
that we do it enjoy.
Do it, enjoy. Okay, okay. Are you what's the next one? Are you now a part of the growing community? And do you what do you inspire to bring to this growing community?
What do I aspire to bring to this growing community? I would hope to aspire to bring just with my story in general, which obviously I don't have enough time to share it, is just looking back at where I started and where I've arrived today. I would hope to be able to share my story on other platforms or other opportunities so that people can know that where you are today is not where you have to be 3 months from now,
Hmm.
a year from now, 4 months from now, 5 years from now, whatever it may be. As
Right.
long as you look in the mirror, got that from me. You got to look in the mirror and you have to really be honest with yourself, because at the end of the day, everything that we experience in life starts within ourselves. So we have to be accountable. So, yeah.
Yes.
And from that accountability, make the necessary steps to change the actions, the mindsets, or the belief systems that you're unhappy with, that you carry within yourself, because
Wait, so
everything starts with self.
so we have the power to do that, and I think that's what the 3 day crash course was just about, to ask random thought provoking questions. It wasn't about right or wrong, because I really don't believe in a right or wrong. But Martin Luther King has a quote that says it pains us to think deeply, but I really now realize that the world keeps us distracted so we don't think deeply. It keeps us in a place where we respond, before we process, where we react before we've taken time to like really think about how is this going to affect my longevity of life, not just this moment in life. Okay, well, so we're wrapping it up. So, if so, our final question, which is our signature question, if anyone is listening to this episode right now and stuck in their own way, what would you tell them?
Get out the way. Move, man or woman.
Yeah.
Get out the way. Get out the way. No, seriously, I would just tell them to have patience, compassion, and grace with themselves. I would say to surround yourselves with people. I'm not going to say like-minded because I believe, I mean, in some degree, like-minded, but what
Ooh.
to be, whatever you're acquiring to become, whatever it is you're striving to do, you need to get around the people that have already been successful in that said space, career, mindset, life changing experience, whatever you're seeking. You have to get around the people that are already there, are there and surpass that, and
Mm-hmm.
surpass that, and yeah, and just really be. It always goes back to accountability. Read some books. It's mind. You got to get into a mindset shift. So if you're around people that are having the same conversations as you, believe the same way as you, think the same way as you, are stuck in the same space as you, you're gonna just be one big stuck party. Everybody gonna be mushing in the mud, stuck. So somebody has to pull somebody forward, and you have to get with someone that's already ahead of you. You can't pull somebody
Mm.
out of the
I
mud
like
and get stuck from, coming from
it.
behind.
Right.
Try to push, but then you're gonna get stuck. You need to be out of the mud, ahead, throw a lifeline, catch it,
Mm-hmm.
get pulled ahead. You got to move forward.
Okay. And so one way she's encouraging us to do that is to possibly read a book, like read a book that is about the topic that you want to inspire, and then just start there. But s- how do you eat the elephant? One bite at a time,
One bite
right?
at a time. Go to
One bite at a time.
find out if
Yeah,
their
thank you.
process is.
Oh, I love you.
Entrepreneur
Thank you for
book.
joining the thing,
Yeah.
Jessica. So, um, in
And definitely sign up for Sierra's 3-day crash course for sure.
yeah, that's a word. Thank you so much. And so that's it. These are short, quick little episodes with everyday heroes and sheroes who not only have taken the time to do the inner work, but who has decided to embark on my free 3 day before the journey. So whatever is that you are inspiring to do, this little 3 day journey is just a heart pause for you to slow down, to really do some deep thinking about what it is that you want to do. Because if you change one thing about how you do the thing, you will absolutely have different results. Thank you, Jessica, for tuning in with us
Um,
on the Beyond the Story Hearts Talk podcast. We look forward to continuing to beat with you, and have a great day.
thank you.
Thank you.